Hello there! Today we're using some of the new Montmart After Effects products in the pouring paint range to embellish a couple of pour paintings and make them even more eye-catching. Montmart's pouring paint range has 24 individual colours and 4 sets, each with its own beautiful colour theme. All of the pouring paints in the range are specially pre-mixed so they're ready to pour. The range includes pouring medium and silicone oil for creating cells. There's also gold, silver and iridescent foil paint, as well as iridescent varnish. Before you start, cover your area with a drop sheet to protect your surfaces. If you've used silicone in your pour painting and want to use foil paint or varnish, you'll need to remove any silicone residue. This is because the silicone oil repels acrylic paints and acrylic varnishes. We're going to use corn flour to remove our silicone residue. Sprinkle it liberally over your painting surface and use a brush to scrub the corn flour over the surface. The flour acts like a sponge and soaks up the silicone residue. Once you've removed your corn flour, fill a bowl with warm water and squeeze in some dishwashing liquid. Use a sponge to remove the last of the silicone and corn flour. I'm using the Montmart Detailer and Liner set of Taklon brushes. They are ideal for painting thin lines of foil paint. That's this stuff. There's gold, silver and iridescent, and we'll be using silver for our first project. The trick to applying foil paint is to highlight the areas where the colours meet and follow the form. For this next painting, we'll be using gold foil paint and then finishing it off with iridescent varnish. Because we use silicone oil in this artwork, we need to follow the same steps we did earlier to remove the silicone. This is iridescent varnish. It dries clear and has a very fine hologram glitter through it. Squeeze it out into a disposable plate or palette and apply it with a wide artist Taklon brush. I'm using a 75mm size, but you could use a smaller size if you've got it on hand. Just make sure it is quite soft. Work down the canvas, overlapping your previous strokes slightly. This instantly brings out the colours and the glitter adds even more sparkle to the finish. Varnishing your work will extend the life of your painting and keeps it looking vibrant. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this little lesson and are inspired to take your work even further with pour painting After Effects. If you love fluid art, don't forget to check out some of our other pour painting lessons. Thanks for watching and remember, you can create.